Let me ask you something, and answer honestly, because no one is listening but your own soul. When was the last time you felt truly rested? Not just slept 8 hours rested. Truly rested, down to the bones, down to the spirit. Rested the way you vaguely remember feeling years ago, before this strange, heavy, beautiful chapter of your life began. If you had to stop and think, if a small ache rose in your chest just now, then this transmission found you at exactly the right moment. Because all over the world, something remarkable is being reported. Lightworkers, empaths, healers, quiet, sensitive souls in every country, people who have never met each other, are describing the very same thing in almost the very same words. I am so tired, and I don't know why. And I'm starting to wonder if something is wrong with me. Dear one, before anything else, hear the first truth of this message. Nothing is wrong with you. And hear the second truth as well, because on this channel, we always honor the body first. Deep, ongoing fatigue deserves the care of a good doctor. Please check your health, your rest, your nutrition with a professional who can see what spiritual messages cannot. That is not a lack of faith. In the eyes of the light, tending your physical vessel is one of the most spiritual acts there is. But many of you have done exactly that. The tests come back fine. The doctor smiles and says you're healthy. And still, the exhaustion remains mysterious, tidal, unlike any tiredness you've known before. It is for you that this message exists. Because within the awakening community, a Pleiadian-style transmission has been resonating deeply, a message that many believe finally explains this worldwide wave of Lightworker exhaustion. Not as illness, not as weakness, but as something else entirely. We share it now, as we always do, not as proven fact, but as a spiritual perspective, a mirror for your heart. Take what brings you peace. And now, receive. Beloved children of light, we greet you from the star family you call the Pleiadians. And we come tonight to answer the question so many of you have been whispering into your pillows. Why am I so tired? Oh dear ones. If you could see yourselves as we see you, you would never ask the question with shame again. You would ask it the way a marathon runner asks it at mile 20 with pride. Let us reveal to you what your exhaustion truly is. Not one thing, but 5. 5 invisible labors you have been performing, most of you without ever knowing it. And as we name each one, feel whether it names something in you. The first labor, you are transmuting what you absorb. You are born, dear one, with a heart that does not know how to be closed. All your life, you have walked into rooms and felt everything in them. The grief behind the smiles, the loneliness at the dinner table, the fear underneath the anger. And here is what you never realized. You did not merely feel those energies. You processed them. Like a tree silently turning heavy air into breathable sky, your loving heart has been taking in the density around you and quietly returning it as something softer. No one taught you this. No one thanked you for it. You simply did it in your family, in your workplace, in every crowd you ever stood in, for decades. Beloved, trees rest in winter. When did you ever rest? Your exhaustion is not weakness. It is the honest fatigue of a heart that has been doing the invisible laundry of the world. And the first healing begins the moment you stop calling yourself lazy and start calling yourself what you are, tired from service. The second labor, you are holding a frequency in places that resist it. Understand, dear ones, it costs nothing to be peaceful in a peaceful place, but to remain gentle in a harsh home, to stay honest in a dishonest workplace, to keep your heart open in a world that punishes open hearts. This is the energetic equivalent of holding a lantern steady in a storm, hour after hour, year after year. Many of you were placed by your own soul's brave choosing into the very families, jobs, and cities where light was scarce, not as punishment, as assignment. The lamp is sent where it is darkest, and you have held your light in those places with an endurance that moves even us. Of course your arms are tired, lantern bearer. Of course they are. You have been holding the light up for a very long time, and we tell you plainly, it has mattered more than you will ever measure. The third labor, you are releasing what generations could not. Within your body, dear one, you carry more than your own story. You carry echoes, the unwept tears of your mother, the unspoken fears of your grandfather, patterns of survival passed down like heirlooms through your bloodline. And in this great era of awakening, souls like you volunteered for a special task, to be the one in the family line who finally feels it all, so that it ends with you. This is why waves of old emotion move through you that seem larger than your own life. This is why you sometimes grieve things you cannot name. You are not breaking down, beloved. You are breaking chains. And chain breaking is heavy work, the heaviest there is. The ones who come after you will walk lighter and never know why. But we know. And in the quiet ledger of the universe, it is written, the fourth labor. You are adjusting to a rising tide of light. Your earther self is changing frequency, slowly, gently, magnificently. And sensitive souls feel the rising tide first, the way the smallest boats feel the ocean's movement before the great ships do. Each wave of incoming light asks your body to adjust, to release old density, to recalibrate, to integrate. And integration, dear ones, happens in only one state: rest. This is why sleep calls to you at strange hours. This is why some days your body simply says no more by mid-afternoon. It is not failure. It is the download pausing to install. Honor it. The souls who fight their rest integrate slowly and painfully. The souls who surrender to it, who nap without guilt, who cancel without shame, move through the tide like dancers. And the fifth labor, hear this one closely, for it is the most secret. You are working while you sleep. Many of you, dear Lightworkers, do not merely rest at night. You serve. In the hours your body lies still, many believe the deeper part of you travels, comforting the grieving, steadying the fearful, tending the great web of light that holds your world through its long transition. You wake with tiredness you cannot explain and dreams you cannot quite remember. Because the night shift, beloved, does not file reports. We tell you this not so you will believe it is fact. Believe nothing that your own heart does not confirm, but so that you will finally extend to yourself the compassion you have given to every other soul you've ever met. You may be working 2 shifts, dear one, and you have been reviewing only one of them when you judge yourself in the mirror. So there they are, the 5 labors: the transmutation, the lantern holding, the chain breaking, the tide adjusting, the night work. Is it any wonder, precious heart, that you are tired? Now let us speak of what to do. And notice, every instruction we give is soft. First, rename your tiredness. Words carry frequency. Each time you say, I'm lazy, I'm falling behind, something's wrong with me, you add a stone to your own path. From tonight, when the weariness comes, try saying instead, I am resting because I have been serving. Feel the difference in your chest. That difference is healing, already begun. Second, return some assignments. Not every heavy thing you carry was ever yours to carry. Some burdens you picked up out of love that has become habit. It is permitted, hear us, it is permitted to set them down. Saying no to what drains you is not the closing of your heart. It is the maintenance of your lantern. Third, refill in nature, in water, in sunlight, in music, in laughter. These are not luxuries for a light worker. They are fuel lines. Schedule them the way your world schedules its most important meetings, because for you, they are. 4. Find your own kind. Even one conversation with a soul who understands can restore what a month of solitude cannot. You were never meant to hold the lantern entirely alone. Look how many of you are listening to this same message tonight. Thousands of tired lantern bearers, scattered across the earth, all discovering in this very moment that they were never the only one. And 5th, beloved, let yourself be carried sometimes. You who have carried so many, you do not always have to be the strong one. Ask for help in your human life. Ask for help in your prayers. The light you have served so faithfully serves you too. That is the part you always forget. We close with this, dear exhausted, magnificent one. There is a moment we wish you could see, a moment from our vantage, looking upon your world at night. Where you see cities in darkness, we see something else. Points of steady light, scattered across every continent, glowing through the long night of Earth's great transition. Millions of them. Each one a tired soul who kept their heart open anyway. Each one a lantern that did not go out. One of those lights, beloved, is you. You have been tired because you have been shining. And we, your family among the stars, have one urgent message for you tonight. The entire reason this transmission was sent. Rest is not your weakness, Lightworker. Rest is how the light reloads. So sleep deeply, cancel gently, say no kindly, nap without apology, and rise again when you are ready, because you will be ready sooner than you think and brighter than before. We love you beyond your ability to imagine it. We are the Pleiadians, and we have seen your light from very, very far away. It is beautiful. It has always been beautiful. Now rest, dear one. We will hold the watch. And so the transmission ends, dear friend. Before you go, just this once, don't rush to the next video. Sit for one breath. Let your shoulders drop. You have permission now. Remember, if this message names something you've been carrying, share in the comments which of the 5 labors you recognized in yourself. Your honesty may give another exhausted soul permission to finally rest tonight. Subscribe and turn on notifications so the next transmission can find you. Until then, rest without guilt, lantern bearer. The light is not going out. It is reloading.